Hello and welcome back to Blitz the League. The New Orleans Werecats are embarrassed by the New England Regulars 34-14. It wasn't even close. The only good thing that came out of it was the fact that New Orleans found a kicker. Nigel Gruff hit a 62 and a 53-yard field goal. New Orleans Stadium bond goes to the polls for the team, but right now, without Tyrone Kilgore, this offense looks a mess. And with 7 games to go, they got to win 6 to have a shot at going to the championship game. We'll take a look, though, at the standings so far. The Nightmare lead the league with a 3-0 record, followed by the Aztecs and Regulars with 2-1. And then we're stuck in the bottom half with the Reign and the Devils. Devils off to a very bad start to the year, 0-3 to start. But if we're going to get back on track, we have to win this game. And I don't know how we're going to compete with these guys because these guys are way beyond our level. As you can see, the Seattle Reign are no joke. They're favored by 17. So, Werecats got to bounce back. At least we're at home for this one. So at least we have the Werecat crowd behind us. So let's enter into this one.
Next up, we got Seattle. It's going to be tough to throw on them because of Chad Longstreet.
Put me down for 6 points.
The kid's damn good, but not as good as he thinks.
Yeah, believe it.
We can't outrun him, but we can beat him with size and strength. So get physical with him. That'll open up the passing game.
Don't you run away from me.
So Chad Longstreet and the Seattle Reign come to New Orleans to take on the Werecats. Werecats 1-2 on the year. Certainly haven't felt like they belong in Division I just yet. Being blown out 2 times technically, and coming away with a barely getting a win against the Detroit Devils. So we'll see where this takes them, but certainly Walter Cochran's going to have to open up in the running game and get things going. Falco can't turn the ball over 3 times. Looks like we're going to have to keep it on the ground most likely, but here we are in New Orleans. It's good to be back, coming off a tough loss to the New England Regulars last week, and hopefully they can maybe get Tito Moss in the running game with his speed maybe. Nigel Gruff will kick us off here tonight, and we are underway here in New Orleans as Walker will take it from the back of his own end zone. As Daryl Kinsman will come flying in on the special teams and make the first tackle of the game, and we'll see this offense led by quarterback Darius Wickman. And keep an eye on him. Wickman, he's going to get hit immediately. That's Battaglia. And Battaglia, he has been a menace on the field, and he fits right in with this Division I. His physicality is just right up there with the elite linebackers in this league. As Wickman tries an option play and fumbles it, as that one is recovered, luckily, by the Seattle Reign. As Wickman is going to get Battaglia again. So horrible start to the game for the Seattle Reign as they go 3 and out. First 3 and out forced by the Werecats, as this one will be taken by Weathers at his own 15. As Weathers will get a couple of yards out of that and then get pushed down. So Chad Longstreet, they got to keep their focus on him in this game. As and Walter Cochran is just met right in the backfield. And they're going to have to find some other way to get yards, because this is not working out. Falco. Gonna look, throws it to Behringer. Behringer fumbles it. as Wilson is going to take it into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Reign. Oh my God.
Pure reaction by the defense. They saw the ball come loose, grabbed it, and got the score.
And it's a scoop and score for the Reign as Behringer fumbled it, and it was returned up the sideline by Seattle. And they go up 7-0. And this is very familiar territory now for the Werecats this season, as Martin Ryan kicks it off here for the Reign. Weathers takes it off the bounce here, as Weathers will get a couple of yards out of it.
What kind of bullshit was that? That asshole's asking for a chop block.
First down for the offense.
First down now, Falco. And it's another fumble.
And Seattle has the football.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by Handings, and they got it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the line just can't block, as the Reign,
What a heartbreaker.
on 2 fumble recoveries, take it in. The defense now has scored 2 touchdowns. As the kick is up and good by Ryans, and this is bad. 14-0 to start the game. And it feels like they're out of their depth here in Division I. As
And the offense
Falco
begins their
gonna just try to get something going. As Winchester breaks it, it's a fullback on the loose. He gets launched into the bench. What a hit. And they're gonna, we're gonna risk it with the fullback here, as he is sent flying out of bounds. So, I formation again. As that's going to be a run up the middle for only 3 yards. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, as Seattle leads 14-0.
Seattle leads by 14.
Hey, coach.
Big third down coming up for New Orleans. Falco takes the snap, will fire it deep. It's caught by Tito Moss. Tito Moss is going to dive forward into the end zone, and he has been a bright spot this season for this Werecat team.
Secondary.
Brush the shoulders off, you betcha, as Tito Moss takes that one into the end zone. First play of the second quarter, and he's been a bright spot for him. Now we have Nigel Gruff, who's also been a bright spot. He can cut the lead in half with this extra point. And he's got it, no problem. His kicking is just taken off to a whole new level here. As Gruff, this one going all the way to the back of the end zone where Walker will take it. And he will make it out across his own 30 to the 34. And that is where
Begins.
Yeah, let's get down to business.
oh, Ryan makes the catch. He is into the open field, and he's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Reign. The Seattle Reign are just too good, and they're just firing on all cylinders now. Though you have to blame the turnovers as a result. And certainly without Tyrone Kilgore, they are lost. As that kick is up and perfect, and Seattle goes up 21-7. So it's been a rough entry into Division I for these guys, as Franklin will take the ball, get it out, gets a little bit of space. He gets close to the 40-yard line, and that's where he will be stopped. Cochran.
Ball at the 38.
Cochran fighting his way forward, trying to get some yards, and he gets 9 on the play there. That's a... And insane catch, Tito Moss. He just continues to make incredible catches. Oh, as that one's going to be intercepted. That's a rough one to see, as that is the 3rd turnover of the first half for this Werecat offense. They can't really do anything. Wickman in the shotgun now. As Battaglia, nice to meet you. As Vasquez falls on the ball. Rain, Seattle Rain. So a big 2nd down and long here for the Rain. As Battaglia gets the hit in the back, and it's a safety. He is just incredible. And Battaglia gets 2 points on the board for the Werecats. And it's a hard-earned 2 points. As right now,
And the offense begins their series.
it's caught by Tito Moss on a long pass. He stays up on his feet, and he's got a nice catch there. Tito Moss has just been the whole offense for these guys. As Falco calls his own number, he gets out to... He gets actually a really decent gain. And with 12 seconds left... 12 seconds to go. Oh, Cochran gonna get blasted. So now with a chance here, they're gonna go for the end zone here. Could be the wrong decision. It's gonna be caught by Tito Moss. What a catch, one-handed behind the back. And just like that, the Werecats are back in this game. Good snap, good hold, kick up by Gruff, and it is perfect. And with 2 seconds left in the second quarter, the Werecats are right back in it. Nigel Gruff kicks this one. This one will go to Walker. Now, they've had some trouble on kickoffs, so always be careful as Nigel Gruff makes the tackle, and the Werecats, they only are down by 5 going into halftime. Ryan will kick this one off. It'll be taken by Franklin at his own 3. As Franklin makes a nice...
Remember him. I want to bring that shit back to him next.
So now a big offensive possession here for the Werecats as they hand it off to Cochran. Cochran trying to find some space, pushes a man down, still going. He's across midfield, and a big play there. So right now Falco and the offense trying to find out, can they do it? Oh, and Moss over the middle, just out of his reach. And now a big third down here for Falco in the offense. And it's going to be caught Tito Moss. Tito Moss is the man. He has filled in admirably for Arthur Chen in, and maybe it looks like it's a good trade as now the Werecats are knocking on the door of the rain. Handoff now to Cochran. Cochran will get about a yard out of that one, and he will be brought down right away. Falco now in the shotgun. Looking back to throw, throws it deep. And it's going to be incomplete, as that one was thrown a little high. It was batted up in the air, actually. You got a hand on it. As right now, Falco. Falco is going to get sacked. A big-time sack there. It's Chad Longstreet. And now they will have to call on Nigel Gruff to just get this team some points. Good snap, good hold, kick up, and Gruff is perfect, and it's a 2-point game. Now, after the start to this game, you'd be shocked if you were a Werecat fan that they're only down by 2 in the middle of the third quarter, as Walker will take this one out from about his own goal line. As that one, he's going to be missed. Oh, and there's Daniel Bateman to make the tackle just shy of midfield. And that's where Darius Wickman will start this drive. Looking as, he's going to be sacked. And that defensive line has been causing problems, as has been Bruno Battaglia. Wickman now in the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, look back to throw. As they'll get it, but Thornton saves the touchdown with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they're going to have to get something out of this, as that one's going to be batted up and incomplete. Second down and goal. 3 seconds to go in the third quarter here. And they're going to stop him just shy 1 yard line. And we head to the fourth quarter with the score 21-19 in favor of the Rain. Big third down here on the 1 yard line, as it's a touchdown for the Rain. Peterson on the catch. And we'll see what they do here. I would assume maybe they go for 2 to go up by 10. But we'll see. No, they're going to take the extra point. It kicks up and perfect. And with 1:58 to go, can the Werecats get something out of this? They have to score a touchdown on this drive, or at least a field goal. As that one is a decent return, but a big drive here. So 6-yard pickup there. They got to get something going. Falco gonna look, and he's gonna get sacked. It's Chad Longstreet again. As that one's a big hit for them. Third down now. They need to get it. As it's caught by... And they're going to try this field goal. .62 yards by Gruff. And he's got it. So with over a minute left, they have a shot. The 62-yard kick by Nigel Gruff keeps the Werecats in this game. And Walker now. As it's Battaglia who misses the tackle. And they're not going to get anybody. Walker is going to take this one to the house on his own. And the special teams error affects them again. You've got to be kidding me.
What a run back. A great
And with 42 seconds left, I don't think.
He takes it all the way for a touchdown.
And the Werecats are probably going to fall to 1-3 on the year. And certainly those fumbles early on definitely hurt the Werecats here. As Brian Murphy will take this one. So now a chance here.
First and 30 for the offense. Ball at the
Falco
Come on over. If your puny ass
just going to be try to pass this one deep. It's going to be caught by Tito Moss, and Tito Moss takes it into the end zone, touchdown.
He just schooled those defensive backs after the catch.
So a big opportunity here to maybe to go down 29-35. Good snap, good hold. The kick kicks up and good. And now
They're lining up for the onside kick. It doesn't work that often, but they kind of have no choice.
and that was a terrible onside. So with 31 seconds to go, and there's the timeout called by the Werecats quickly.
We're seeing no adjustments to what the defense is bringing.
And it's caught by Valentine. And it'll be a touchdown.
Whoa, how's that for a pass, huh? Not a lot of quarterbacks have that kind of power and accuracy. No way to defend that.
And not much you could do there. As they try to go for the pick, but 22 seconds left. One timeout. I don't know if... Nah, that's not going to happen. Maybe. As that's a bad bounce over Weathers' head. You've got to be kidding me. And now they got to go the length of the field, and they will most likely lose their third game of the season. As Moss has been a bright spot, as Tito Moss makes a catch, but definitely not going to be what they want here. As that's thrown and intercepted. And the Werecats are going to fall to 1-3 on the year. 3 seconds left as that's an incomplete pass. As that one's another bad defensive play as they finally bring him down, and the Seattle Reign will get out of New Orleans with a 42-29 win.
Our backs are to the wall, man. One more loss and our season's over. Over. Where's the intensity? Where's the fire? You guys act like it's okay to lose. It's never okay to lose.
It's been a rough season. It really has. And if things don't turn around now, the Werecats are now 1-3 on the year. And their season it looks like it's done.
Our guys have put together a great run, and I give them all the credit in the world. But when most people put together their short list of contenders, the name at the top of that list is New York.
That looks like nobody can stop the New York Nightmares march to the league championship. You might as well engrave the name Quentin Sands on the MVP trophy right now.
I'd have to agree.
In my opinion, this guy is the force to be reckoned with in this league.
Just ask our rookie.
Hey, how's it going, kid? This is Julius Williams here. You know, you show a lot of heart out there. You would have made a fine addition to the Aztecs. But this week, you're on the wrong team. And nothing personal, but we're going to swat you like bugs.
I didn't build this team so they can come this far and take a vacation. What the hell do you think you're doing out there? You're one loss away from never coaching in this league again.
Yeah, that is not what we wanted to hear. But how's Kilgore doing? Still has that injury. 1-3. At least Tito Moss is up on the receiving leaders. And Battaglia's on the defensive side. We're 1-3. We're going to have to win out. We have to win out. Oh, boy. Well, nobody said it was going to be easy, but I didn't know it was going to be this difficult. So, heading into this game with the defending champs, the Dallas Aztecs, the Werecats are going to have to win. Not only win, they got to win 6 in a row, and against pretty tough competition. So when we it's going to be a mess. It really is going to be a mess. So that'll do it for this part. Thank you guys so much for watching. And when we take the field, it's do or die. Thank you again, and take care.